Welcome back to the show. Now, Ben, answer this for me. What do Kanye West and the women's volleyball team have in common? Nothing, that's right. And, you know, regardless of that, the Lady Lakers look to continue their tournament play up at Max Zeal. After splitting 2 matches on Friday, O State looks to improve on their day 1 performance. And while you were sleeping off whatever you thought happened last night, Oswego State squared off against Morrisville early Saturday. Lady Lakers getting ready to bump, set, and spike, and Oswego with the tip right there. It's not all a power game. It's about finesse sometimes, too. Big middle for the Ponies is going to throw it down on this next play right here. Nice set right there, and tries to throw it down, and she does. That's going to go away and pass right to no one. Now we're getting ready right here in the middle of this game. Jess Isgro with the outside spike, but it's going to go right into 2 blockers. Not a good hit choice for Miss Isgro. But once again, Isgro with a little bit of redemption. She's going to spike, and it's going to go into the back row, and that pass will zig when it should have zagged. One more time, Isgro again through the middle, past the defender, and off the back row. We're going to slow it down to show you. Goes right past the right hand and out of play. Nice kill there for Isgro. Now, Oswego State's going to celebrate, high-five everyone around because they're proud and happy, and hey, as well they should be. She helps the Lakers to defeat the Ponies 3 games to 1.
Well, we took a look at women's volleyball, so let's head back out to the pitch for some more women's soccer. A back-and-forth game took place last Saturday that ended in sudden death for one team. Laker women's soccer team taking on Fredonia State here was a physical game throughout in the mud from the previous day's rain. Rachel Allen takes a tumble, bringing up a Laker throw-in. If you ain't dirty, you ain't playing, kid. Corner kick from Teresa Sullivan trying to bend it like Beckham. Unfortunately, no Lakers were able to get a head on the ball, and Fredonia is able to clear it out for no damage. Lauren Highwell on a breakaway for the Blue Devils tries to go top shelf on Lakers goalkeeper Holly Lindacker. However, she goes just a little too high, but that won't be her only chance. More on that later. More physical play in the scoreless game here coming up. Rachel Allen right here sacrifices her body for the ball, and that is dedication, folks, but she's tough, and she bounces right back up. Fluke play here almost results in a Lakers goal. Alexa Krebs fires a shot that nails Christina Morgante in the back of the head. It shoots up in the air, and Michelle Bateman can't find it right in front of the net, and Fredonia is able to clear it no harm. Another great chance here for the Lakers. Lindsay Forte fires a shot from the goal line that almost slips into the net, but is stopped by a great diving save by freshman Fredonia keeper Megan Mazzaros. Morgante, not disturbed by that ding to the head earlier, fires a shot on net easily handled by Lindacker. Still 0-0. Lakers with their best chance of the game right here. Bateman gives a pass to Sullivan out in front. She makes a nifty move. Shot goes just over the crossbar, and this game was headed to overtime. In extra time, Lauren Highwell told you that she would be back, takes the ball and races upfield, cutting through the Lakers' defense like a hot knife through butter. She parts the defense like the Red Sea. No one touches her like she has the plague. She punches it past the defender and has a one-on-one with Lindacker. And there is your golden goal, ladies and gentlemen. Highwell passed Lindacker in the extra period for the win, and the Blue Devils take one from the Lakers, 1-0 in OT at Laker Field.
As is the tradition here on Laker Lowdown, it's time for us once again to recap everything else that took place during the past week. Let's take a look and see what's going on around the lake. Now, we had men's soccer on a western road trip starting off in Buff State. 2-1 win in overtime for the Lakers. Chris Cara notched a goal for himself, as did Felipe Cavalcante in overtime. Now, this is his 3rd straight overtime victory. We're going to talk to Felipe about it and see what the deal is and why he just wants to end it so quickly in overtime. Now we move over to the other game. Oswego State visiting Fredonia, this time same score, inverse action. Oswego State loses by 2-1. They're currently 3-2 in SUNYAC play and tied for 4th in the league. They'll be playing Brockport on the 16th. That's Friday at 3 p.m.
Moving over now to women's tennis, Monica Vieth defeated Tiara Garo 6-2, 6-3. Tiara Garo finishes overall with a 6-3 singles record and is the 2009 Women's Tennis All-SUNYAC 2nd team, and also was awarded the Peter J. Cahill Award winner. And now moving on to cross country, Jeff Kozler for the Lakers finished with a time of 27:48 and 17th place overall, as the men's team finished in 6th. And for the women, Rachel Sanborn finished with a time of 19:55, 35th place overall, and the women finished 9th. Well, 3 game-winning goals usually gets you noticed, and that is exactly what happened for men's soccer forward Felipe Cavalcante. This 6'1" junior sits down with our Matt Armstrong to discuss his success this season.
All right, thanks, Ben. And, I'm joined with Felipe Cavalcante of the men's soccer team, forward for the team. How you doing, bud?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You've scored 3 overtime goals straight, back to back to back. Having one game winner is one thing, but you've had 3 back to back. What's the deal? Do you just not enjoy playing overtime, or what goes on?
I don't really, I can't really explain it, but I just feel like my shots during the game, I can't find the back of the net. But then as soon as overtime comes around, take a shot and it's in.
So you seem to find kind of like your extra reserves, you tap into them and,
yeah, exactly.
make it work for your team.
It's like, everyone's also looking up to me and they're like, we got to get this, we got to get this. So there's also that extra push to help me out to get there,
Okay. All right. Now you guys started your season 0-6. Not very good by a lot of standards, but you turned things around as of late. 4 of your last 5. What's been the catalyst?
Just training hard. I mean, you can't just change the season around. Coming in 0-6, you can just expect things to change without hard work, I mean, every day we're just going to practice and we're like, okay, we got to change this. 0-6 is not what we want. 0-6 is not what we want people to see us as. We're supposed to be like one of the best teams in the conference. And still we're starting up the season 0-6. So we just go in, work hard, and, the results came, and you can see that it pays off.
Could you maybe table one specific turning point that, set everything off, or has it just been, like you said, the consistent hard work day in and day out in practice?
Well, I feel like in the beginning, we couldn't really score a goal. And the first game happened, we couldn't score a goal. And then the second game happened, we couldn't score a goal. Third happened, we couldn't score a goal. And it went all the way up to the 6th one, and we were 0-6 without a goal scored. So I think that at that time it was more of like a mental game kind of thing where you're going into a game and you're like, are we going to be able to score a goal today? So instead of just focusing on the game, you have that extra thing in the back of your head. So basically, when we played Morrisville, which it really isn't they really weren't that very good. We were able to score a couple goals, and I feel like that just lifted everything off our shoulders, and people just started playing their game.
All right, so finding the back of the net helped y'all to get that monkey off your back.
Oh, yeah,
turn
exactly.
things around. Very good. Now, what's your preferred style of play as a forward? Do you attack? Do you wait for things to open up? Tell me about it.
I feel like it all depends on the opponent. I mean, certain opponents, their defense have certain weaknesses. So I just go into a game and I just see how things play out in the first couple minutes, and then I adjust my style based on what their style is, basically.
Now, are you a superstitious man? Do you avoid ladders and broken glass? What goes on before games?
No, I just try to watch some tapes of people scoring goals or something, just so that when it comes to game time, I can picture that in my head and just just put it in naturally instead of double thinking it, overthinking it.
All right, sounds good. Now, 2 games this weekend coming up against teams that are ahead of you in the standings. What are you going to do to make the final push and try and get a berth in SUNYAC?
Well, against Brockport, last year they knocked us off the playoff, so I feel like there's a bit of a grudge in there. And we've tried to pass that on to the coming in kids, the kids that came in. So I feel like right now there's no, we went away 4 games in a row, and we won 3 games. So now it's our home games. This is supposed to be our home field, and there's no reason why we shouldn't go in and just win those games. So the 2 games this weekend are huge. We got to go in, got to take them. And even if you take them, if you don't take them, we're just gonna put ourselves in a bad situation again. But if you take them, then it's gonna be that much better.
Right, definitely. Winning those games would make things easier for you down the road. Now, wrapping things up quickly, are you a Gatorade or a Powerade man?
Gatorade.
Gatorade, what color? Red, orange, blue?
Blue.
Blue Gatorade. And Manchester United or Liverpool?
Ooh, Liverpool.
Liverpool?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my man Felipe Cavalcante, forward for the men's soccer team here at Oswego State. I'm going to take things back over to the desk with Ben. See you guys later.
Stick around, boys and girls. After the break, we'll have a look at what's coming up this week in Laker sports. Don't run off. We saved the best for last. Laker Lowdown will be right back.